Okay, guys, we are recording. Thank you so much for joining us on our Thursday night Zoom. So excited to see all of your faces. I am really excited to do this Zoom. First of all, because I feel like, especially like when we get people started and stuff, sometimes we're afraid to be like, here's a Ruby chart, like here's a diamond chart. And some of you who are on here who have maybe been in for a minute and you have not promoted to Ruby, or you've promoted to Ruby but you haven't even like gotten close to diamond, it can be really kind of intimidating to like just pull out those charts and just make the decision to go for it. So this is me right now giving you permission to dream big, pull out the chart of your dream rank and just go for it, even if there's not a single person on that chart right now. But I do also want to give a disclaimer. I am a double diamond. I've been in this business for 4 years. I know a lot of things. I have helped pop 4 diamonds on my team previously, but I am in no means like the end all be all of like charting and like promoting. Like there are a lot of ways to chart. There are a lot of ways to promote. This is just my personal advice, going over the charts, going over how I personally chart, and then going over the the things that I feel are important if you want to be promoting. So first things first, you got to know what you need. So and you always have to know what's next. So I'm actually going to share my screen real quick. So I hope you guys can see this because like I can't really tell. So hopefully you guys can see this. So this is a Ruby chart. And Ruby is an average monthly earnings of almost $500 a month. And so looking at this, it looks simple enough, but I know that some people are still confused by it. So I'm going to draw with my little pen. So obviously this is you. And so this is where you would be, on the top of all the charts, you're counting you as this top spot. So when you are trying to go Ruby, the first things first is to sign 3 distributors. So that's like 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Okay. So obviously there is, not obviously, but there is another rank. It's actually called executive that comes before Ruby. It's an average of about $200 a month. And that would be if you only had these 2 legs and they were both at 400 total volume, which is what a qualified leg is. So like, let me see if I can like write you guys little notes here. QL for qualified leg is 400 GV or more. Okay. So basically, I'm going to, hold on. I'm going to click. I can't tell. I can't tell if this is working or not. If I try to click back over to Zoom, it's going to stop screen sharing. So hopefully it is. Somebody text me and tell me if it's working or not, I guess. So you're going to need a qualified leg to go executive. You'll need 2 of them. Or if you want to go Ruby, you'll need 3 of them. But also to go Ruby, you need this 2,000 group volume. Okay, I just got a text, so I'm going to assume that means that it's working just fine. Okay, good. So you're also going to need that 2,000 total group volume. So GV is group volume, which means that is the volume of you, your orders, your customers, your team's orders, and their customers. So that is total volume of your entire organization. So the other thing that I want to point out right here while we have a Ruby chart out is that even though this is the chart to promote to Ruby, like when these boxes are full, right? When all 3 of those have 400 plus GV, you have the 2,000 total group volume, you're going to promote to Ruby. But you could also promote to Ruby with distributors down here, another distributor up here. Like, just because this is what the chart looks like doesn't necessarily mean that's what your team is going to look like. And the other important thing about this is that going Ruby is part of our steps to success, you guys. And the reason that it's part of our steps to success is because when you bring in, I'm going to use a highlighter since I'm scribbling all over. When you bring in this person, you want them to go Ruby also. Because you know what's a heck of a lot easier than 1 person getting 400 volume? 3 people getting 400 volume, right? So you want to encourage your new people. Of course, we all need our first 4 loyal customers because that is, you know, our shopping spree. And we're going to talk about getting customers, and we're going to talk about upselling also, which means that if you're upselling enough, you could literally get 400 GV from 4 customers. But I digress. You guys want to make sure that you are encouraging not just yourselves, but your team to sign a lot of distributors. I think that I'm going to turn back on to Zoom really quickly. I think that one of the biggest things that people do to themselves in this business is you don't sign distributors because you feel like you wouldn't even know what to do with a distributor if you got one, right? Like, can I get a 1 if you feel like if I signed a distributor, I wouldn't even know what to do with one. Like, I wouldn't even know how to help them. Like, or maybe you have signed distributors before, but you feel like you're bad at training them. And so you're like, I don't even know what I would do if I signed a distributor in the first place. I don't even know if what I'm doing when I sign distributors works. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. But I think once again, we come back to this idea of like, you are so nervous about signing distributors, or you're so nervous with your new distributors, you just throw them in and say, you're going Ruby, that you're stopping yourself from signing them in the first place. And the thing about this business, the number one most important thing about promoting to Ruby, which I just showed you guys, is the simplest thing, or any other rank, is just doing it. Just enrolling the people, okay? Just get them in. There is a reason we have these systems. There is a reason the steps to success involves enrolling 4 customers and also 3 distributors. So I just went over the Ruby chart. So if you literally don't have anyone on your team right now, that's what you need. You need 3 distributors, okay? And like I said, once we go over all the charting stuff, I'm going to go over enrolling distributors as well. I'm going to go over enrolling distributors and enrolling customers. So if you don't have anybody on your team right now, you're going to go get your Ruby chart out. You know that you need 3 people. So now we're going to take a second. And the reason that I'm pulling this up is because I believe every single person is capable of doing this. And I just want to share this really, really quickly. The first time I looked at a diamond chart, like the first time I pulled out a diamond chart in front of my face, it literally made me want to throw up because I was like, that is so many boxes. How am I even supposed to handle having a team that big? And now I have a team that's like 4 times that size, and like I'm still just figuring it out. But like, hopefully my team thinks I'm doing okay, and like, you'll figure it out. As your team grows, you grow. So I'm going to pull up a diamond chart right now, and I don't want anyone to like, you know, poop their pants or anything. It's a lot of boxes, but it's going to be okay. And if you're serious about making a full-time income with this business, then you just got to get it done. So we're going to close out of the Ruby. So this is a diamond chart, you guys. And as you can see, it's made up of rubies, right? So you go Ruby. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing on things I don't mean to. You go Ruby, and then you help other people go Ruby. That is the entire basis of this entire business. Is who wants to make $500 a month? I do. Now I'm making $500 a month. How can I help other people make $500 a month? So on this diamond chart, you'll also notice that a ruby has 3 legs, 1, 2, 3. A diamond also has 3 legs, 1, 2, 3. These might be the same 3 people that you go ruby with. These might be 3 completely different people that you go diamond with. The important thing is that you only need 3 legs, okay? So my best advice for this is you just build from the top down, okay? So when you get your first distributor, you're going to put them in that box. When you get your second distributor, you're going to put them in that box. When you get your third distributor, you're going to put them in that box. And then you're going to circle back around. I didn't go with an emerald chart because this is an emerald chart, you know what I'm saying? But do you guys kind of get what I'm doing? So then the other cool thing, oh, I wrote a 3 again. LOL, mom brain life. This is supposed to be a 5. And then I would go 6, and then I may even go, and then 7, and then I may even go 8 down here, because like I just talked about, 2 people getting to 400 is going to be a lot easier than 1 person getting to 400, right? And you're just going to keep building. So then a lot of times what I get asked is like, okay, so let's say I sign up this lady, you know, let's call her Becky, and let's say Becky quits. All right, Becky quits, and you already put 2 people under her. Well, that sucks, but it totally happens. It happens more than I think, I think that we talk about. I have had so many people quit on my team, guys, but I still have 4 and 6 here, which are our friends. I'm not even going to try to give them names. And so what I would do is I would go to both of them. I would go to this lady and this lady, and I would ask them both, do you want to be Emerald? Do you want to make an extra $1,000 a month? And whichever one of them says yes and starts going, posting, messaging, adding, following up, asking questions, doing personal development, that is who I'm going to pull up into this space. You can still work with both of them, but you can only promote with one of them. And then you would just go back. You just start back at square one. You know what I mean? You erase this. Now she's in that one spot. You're going to put your next distributor here, and you'll put the next one here. So I think that a lot of the time we just get so overwhelmed with this idea of like enrolling people and you know, what do I do if they quit? Well, you just keep building, you guys. What you do when somebody quits is you just keep building. Especially, you know, you are building your business for your dreams, right? Like this is your business you're building for your dreams. You can want this so bad for people, you guys. I have spent so much time wanting this so bad for people. I want this so bad for all of you, right? Like I'm sitting here and you guys are looking at me like I'm crazy for showing you a diamond chart, but it's because I want it so bad for all of you because I know how much an $1,800 paycheck changed my life. But you're scared of it. Like you're looking at that chart and you're like, Hope, if I could just enroll 1 distributor, like I'd be Gucci. You've got the numbers like 5, 6, 7, 8 on the chart. You're like killing me. But you guys can do that. You can do it. Every single one of you is capable of doing it. If I can do it, if other people can do it, you can do it too. So here's the other thing I want to tell you guys. And this is just like wild. You need 3 legs to go ambassador diamond. Okay? So those same 3 boxes that I showed you for Ruby, those same 3 boxes that I showed you for Diamond, you can go ambassador with 3 legs. You need a presidential, you need a triple, and you need a double, and you are an ambassador diamond in this company. So what does that mean? That means you never need to have more than 3 legs. You can keep pulling people up who are running, who are willing, and who are ready. And if you run out, you find another one. So let's talk about enrolling distributors, right? Like if you guys want to go Ruby, if you guys want to go Diamond, like let's stinking go, right? Like let's get into the nitty gritty of like, you need, if you want to go Ruby, if you want to go Diamond, you need to know where your next distributor is going, and you need to know where your next loyal customer is going all the time. And then when you enroll that distributor, you know where your next one's going. And then when you enroll that distributor, you know where your next one's going. And you just go one at a time. Don't make it overwhelming. Don't make it this big deal. Every single person that you bring into your team, you are giving them the same opportunity to make an extra income. Stop making it about you, you guys. That is like my #1 tip for signing distributors. Stop making it about you. Stop making it about, oh, I need this many people on my team. And that's stressing me out because I still need 6 people for my Emerald chart. It's not about you. It's about the people that you're bringing in who are joining because they need this extra income for their family. Okay. So enrolling distributors, my very, very best tips. Tell your dang story. Tell your dang story. I don't care if you're brand spanking new. You've got a story. You've got what your life was like before you started, why you started, the objections you had before starting, how long it took you to start, why you finally decided to join, and what your goal is. That's an amazing story. I still talk about life before this business. And I still am talking about the objections that I had and the struggles that I faced. The most important thing about telling your story, though, like life posts are amazing, but I think there's something that I found even just this last week that has been so crazy amazing for my business is tell your story with your face, with your voice. It doesn't have to be live. It doesn't have to be live. I record Instagram stories using Snapchat, and then I'll upload them to my Instagram. And so if I record a story and then I hate it, like I just delete it and I try again. So if you're like one of those people who's like hyperventilates from going live, record yourself a few times. You know what I mean? It's always going to feel uncomfortable. You're always going to be like, I look dumb, I sound dumb, nobody cares. You'll get over it. You just got to do it. But my best advice for that is to do recordings first and work your way up to going live. We didn't even have video like that when I started, you guys. We did not even have stories. We did not even have Facebook Lives. Please, for the love, use the tools that have been given to you by the social media gods to build this business. It makes such a huge difference when people can see that you're a real person with real struggles, real, dark circles under your eyes because your kids won't sleep like me. It makes a huge, huge difference. And then you should keep writing your life posts too. So tell your story. Keep it simple. I have so many of you guys who are like, somebody wants to know more about the business. I don't even know what to tell them. And it's like, you just have to, we're a health and wellness company. We make commission, cash, and bonuses. We don't carry inventory. We work from Facebook and Instagram. We have fun. We use the products. We hang out as a team. We reach out to people. We add new people. Like, it doesn't have to be this, like, I think drop a 2 if you're just like terrified of people being so skeptical. Drop a 2 if you're just like so scared that when you're talking to potential distributors, they're just going to be like, well, what's this and what's that? And I have questions and that doesn't sound real. And you guys, 62% of Americans have less than $1,000 to their name. We need to stop thinking that people are so skeptical and remember that people are just like us, which involves some skepticism, right? We were all a little skeptical the first time we heard about this business, but we need to stop being so afraid of them thinking that it's something that it's not when we know what it is, and bringing that confidence and that simplicity into our conversations. I'm with a health and wellness company. We make commissions, cash, and bonuses. I work all from social media. Could you use an extra income? Make it about them. Could you use an extra income? What would an extra $500 a month do for you? So my next tip is use the VIP lounge, that new page that Jade made. If you're on here, I assume you're on Jade's team. Some of the people aren't on my team, but get yourself in the VIP lounge. Use that page. Then you don't even have to have all the answers. You don't even have to have all the information. You can say, I got videos with more information. Let me add you to it. Let Jade, who's been in the business for 6 years, do the talking. If you're a brand new distributor who joins today and you have absolutely no clue what you're doing, you can invite people to this page and they're going to learn everything that they need to know about the business. And that's freaking amazing. So let's use it. Also using the new Diamond Days interviews, okay? Jade is doing them every Wednesday. She just did one last night and they're live on her Facebook page. You can literally click share and click more and copy the link, and it's a public Facebook post. So even if they don't have Facebook, they can still like open it, I'm pretty sure. And you just send them the link. You say, watch this. Watch these stories. And every single week is going to be 4 diamond and above leaders talking about their stories, talking about their objections, and just giving this amazing testimony. Okay. That's amazing for us. That's amazing for you. Please make sure you're listening to these stories and understanding that all of us that are diamonds and above are just like you guys. We're just like you guys, okay? So use the VIP lounge, use your Diamond Days, use your tools. Don't feel like you have to spend all this time and energy like having this big, long conversation with people. I feel like that's what we get stressed out about when it comes to signing distributors, right? So then the follow-up. And a huge part of the follow-up when it comes to enrolling distributors is your consistency. They are waiting to see you not post about this business. They are waiting to see you not talk about what this business is going to do for you. And they're waiting to see you do it. So it's kind of this like double-edged sword, right? Like you got to get people before you can promote, but people want to see you promote before they're going to join. So I worked so hard for 18 months, you guys. I talked every single day about going diamond and making a full-time income. I talked about it for a year, okay? An entire year. I was like, I'm going diamond. I'm going diamond. You guys, I was nowhere close to diamond in the beginning of doing that, okay? Like paid as an executive with 2 legs, not even close to diamond. But I was talking about it. I was telling people, I'll be making $2,000 a month. I'll be making $2,000 a month. And do you know what happened when I did it? And I earned a $10,000 bonus. The distributors rained down upon me because they had been watching me and they had been waiting to see me do it. And when they finally saw me do it, they were like, okay, snap, I really need to do this with her. So make sure that you are being consistent in sharing your story, sharing your goals, casting your vision. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Was I lying? Was I lying when I said, oh, I'm going to go diamond? No, I wasn't. I did it. I went diamond. It might have taken me 9 months to really do it, to really go diamond, but I wasn't lying. I was serious about it. And that's why I posted about it every single day. And that just moves into confidence. Enrolling distributors is all about confidence in what you have your hands on, the information you have available to them, and the opportunity that they have to change their lives. You guys know that any of you can promote above your upline anytime, right? Like any of you can promote above your upline anytime, which means that you could bring somebody in who goes diamond in 90 days, even if you're not there yet. And you should be so excited about that. You should not put your expectations on other people. You should not put your struggles and your self-limiting beliefs on other people. We are supposed to believe in people, you guys. And I like to think that's what I do for you guys. That's what I was doing for you guys when you were my potential distributors and not just distributors on my team. I believed in you guys before you even hit submit. And so we need to do the same thing with all of our potential distributors, which is, I believe that you can do this. I believe that you can be successful with this, because a lot of them don't believe in themselves, right? So have that confidence of, I believe in you. I believe that together that we can do this. Show up every day telling your story. Use the tools that are available to you, and enroll distributors. Just open the floodgates, y'all. There are so many people just like you who are looking for this opportunity, that want this business. And you're going to fill that Ruby chart and that diamond chart lickety split when you just open your heart to all of that. So let's say you do have a full chart, right? Let's say you've got 3 distributors on your team and you're like, what do I do now? I've got 3 distributors in my team. Well, now you have to enroll customers and help your team enroll customers. So being a product of the product, coming back to that whole videos thing, literally you don't even have to show your face. Make a video of you making your coffee with your frother like this, with your mug. You literally don't even have to have your face in it if you don't want to, and do it every single day on your stories with before and after pictures of people using the coffee. Do it for 60 days. Like, I dare you to do it for 60 days and like tell me what happens in your business. Doing host to post every single day on Facebook. Host to post, you're going to get customers, you're going to get distributors, you're going to get more host to post. Host to post is the GOAT. Like, I cannot talk good enough about host to post right now. You just have to keep doing it, and you have to repeat the cycle. So, for example, you're going to go to your Facebook and you're going to post first 50 people to say gobble gobble, because it's November, right? First 50 people to say gobble gobble can enter to win a $100 Target gift card. That's the giveaway that Jade is doing this month. Everyone who comments, you're going to send them a message. Hey, my team's doing a giant giveaway. All you have to do is make a post. Are you in? Send them a post, something super simple. Who wants to lose 5 to 20 pounds before the new year? My friend needs somebody ASAP. Let people comment. So let's say Ashley puts up a post for you. We're just making up names here. Ashley puts up a post for you. Her friend Becky comments. Becky comments and says, ooh, me, I'm interested. So you're going to add Becky on Facebook. So now she's going to see your posts and you're going to message her. So then you have a little bit of a conversation with Becky and she's like, I just cannot afford that right now. Offer the business. Ask her to do a host to post. Both. Oh, for sure. I totally get that. You know, would you be willing to make a post for me to help me out? Yeah, girl, of course. She makes the post. She tags you in it.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I got you in our giveaway. Side note, I actually just went and looked at your page and I think you might be really good at this. Have you ever thought about bringing in an extra income? Boom. She's a PLC, she's a host to post, she's a PDT, all in one conversation. So then off of, you know what I mean? Do you guys get what I'm saying? And then you're adding people off of Becky's post, and then her friend Christina comments, and then you're adding people off of the post that Christina makes. And you're just continuing this cycle of adding people, talking to people who you know are serious, and you get customers from it, and you get distributors from it, and you get new friends and followers from it. That's freaking brilliant. So you can post about the giveaway 1 or 2 times a week. You can also message for host to post. You want to put stories with the results pictures in your stories. Use new products and sales to follow up. I feel like one of the reasons why we get stuck following up is because we don't want to just keep saying, hey, are you still interested? Hey, are you still interested? Hey, are you still interested? So one of my best pieces of advice is to do what I call a blitz follow-up. So back in the day when we used to hand out, we used to hand out blitz cards. It wasn't just social media. You used to go out in the world and hand blitz cards to people. So I call it a blitz follow-up because you're following up about a specific product. So like we just dropped the new carb control. Drop a 3 if you're stoked about carb control. I'm about to eat so much at Thanksgiving. I'm so grateful for this new product. So with the carb control, I'm going to type up a short and sweet message. Hey, I didn't know if you were interested, but we dropped a brand new product. It's called carb control, yada, yada, yada. It's clinically proven. I didn't know if you I would love to get you my discount on it and you'd be one of the first to try it. Send that to everybody, potential customers, potential distributors, people who Hosta posted for you. Go back and look at the comments on all of the Hosta posts that have been put up with you so you don't miss anybody. And specifically follow up about that product, regardless of what you were talking about before. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Ask your potential customers for a follow-up, for a Hosta post. If you've just got potential customers sitting around, hey, I know you're not super interested in getting the product for yourself right now. Would you be willing to help me out by putting up a post for me? Ask current customers for a Hosta post. Who better to help get you referrals and support you than your customers who are already using and loving the products, right? Hey girl, I know you've been loving the hair, skin, nails. Would you put up a post about it for me and tag me in it? I can get you in our giveaway. And I know your friend, since you're loving it so much, I'm sure your friends and family would too. And then you got to upsell. Okay. I said we were going to talk about this. When you're getting customers, you must, if you want to promote, this is like my rule of thumb. If you want to promote, do you want to have to sign 100 customers for 30 BV, or do you want to sign 25 customers for 100 BV? I don't know about you guys, but I would rather sign 25 customers than 100. And because it's all about the volume. So let's talk about this a little bit. You always offer at least 2 products. At least 2 products. And if we're talking weight loss, you better be recommending like the triple threat plus 1, And if the skincare, do the whole box. We are it goes back to the thing about just like with distributors, we get so nervous because maybe we don't have the money to buy the products. Straight up, right? Like maybe you guys are sitting here right now and you're like, Hope, I couldn't even buy the beauty box because I'm not making enough with my business yet. Stop spending other people's money for them. You have no idea what they are willing to spend. You have no idea what the inside of their bank account looks like. You have no idea what their financial situation is. If you're talking to them about just being a customer, put it all out there. If they can't afford it, they will tell you. They will say, I can't afford that, or they will stop responding, and then you can work your follow-ups on them. But my other, seriously, guys, my rule of thumb is if they are not financially stable enough to buy at least 2 products, $60, $70, $60 to $80 worth of products, they need this business. If they cannot buy ThermoFight X and carb control together, they only can buy one, you need to offer them the business. If they are not willing to spend $80, $100, they need this business, right? So also think about it that way. You can upsell the products, and if they order all those products, and that's awesome, and it's tons of BV. If they don't order those products because you gave them a price and it was too much, then you're going to do that blitzing follow-up thing where you blitz them about just the carb control. They're going to ask you how much it is. You're going to say $39 with my discount program. And they're going to tell you, yes, that works for me, or no, it doesn't. And either way, you're going to be able to say, you know, have you ever thought about making an income with me? Signing customers is awesome, but signing distributors is better. Okay? Straight up. Signing customers is awesome, but signing distributors is better. That is what makes this business residual. And it is so much more fun to do this with a team who wants to do it with you. So those are all my tips for enrolling distributors and customers. This is the last thing I'm going to leave y'all with. And I'm going to try not to get too hype. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Consistency. There are so many of you who go hard for like 5 days, and then you feel like you've been doing it for so long and nothing's happening, and you stop doing it, and it's literally been 5 days. And I'm not naming names, but there are so many of you, just in, like, not just on my team, like in the whole of It Works, because we are so self-involved that 5 days of like consistent like work, like hundreds of messages, tons of stories, posting, following up, host a posting, all the things. And it feels like after 5 days, you're like, I've talked to so many people. It's not going to happen in a week. You think you get 8,000 volume to go diamond in a week? No, you don't. It took me 6 months of, I was getting paid as an executive, and it took me 6 months to get from there to diamond. Okay. I'm not saying it's got to take you that long. I'm just saying you can't do anything for less than 60 to 90 days and expect, sorry, my dog is like fooling his dog bowl around and he's distracting me. So every single day, all the things as much as possible. I got this question earlier in my chat. I said, what do you guys want to know about promoting? And I got asked the question, what do you think is the most important thing that you can do when you're trying to promote? The most important thing you can do when you're trying to promote is all the things as much as possible. All the things. There is not just, oh, you just send 200 messages a day and you'll promote. No, there's no secret sauce. There is no script that I'm hiding from you guys that I used to go double diamond and I'm coveting it and I don't want to share it. You must post in your stories videos of yourself talking about your story and using your products. You must share in your stories before and after pictures of people using the products. You must do host to post, messaging for it and posting for it, and continuing the cycle of host to post off of the people that you get off of host to post. Don't just like get up 10 host to posts in one day and then not do it the rest of the week. You have to be adding new people every single day to your market. You have to follow up. Follow up action. Following up is your posts. Following up is your stories. Following up is messaging them about new products and sales. Following up is checking in with them. Following up is checking their profile to see what's going on in their lives and commenting on things. Following up is seeing that they're going through something hard and messaging them not about products or the business. Hey girl, I just saw your post. I wanted to let you know that I'm really sorry and I'm here for you. Being a real, authentic person. So every single day, 5 days in, you start to get a little antsy, a little angsty. I'm talking to so many people and nobody's signing up. Girl, you turn on your personal development. It should be on every day. But as soon as you start to feel that piece slip, where you're like, how am I going to do this? What is my team doing? I don't even know how I'm doing this. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. That is literally your own work, you being your own worst enemy in your head. Turn on your personal development. And I literally have my last word at the bottom of my notes is mind freaking set. I have the word freaking in the middle of it because if you do not decide to promote, commit to promote, have your chart out and know where your next customer and your next distributor is going, if you're not doing all the things as much as possible, it's probably because in you somewhere there is still fear, there is still doubt, there is still self-limiting beliefs, and I can't teach you how to break through that on a Zoom. I just can't, because I can't know what that is for you, but you know what that is for you. And you need to start taking that apart.
Also, whenever I have ever felt stuck, felt enough funk, felt anxious, felt stressed, felt like, oh my God, what am I doing? What is my team doing? It's because I wasn't doing the work, y'all. That's it. That's all. I wasn't doing the work. I wasn't doing all the things that I could possibly do. If you start to get spun out at any point in the next 90 days, and I want you all to tell me what rank you are promoting to in the next 90 days. You go drop it right now in the chat. If you start to spin out at any point in these next 90 days, you're going to turn on a podcast and you're going to send 100 messages. Period. Don't wait. Don't let it get you. Don't slip back into complacency. Don't slip back into self-doubt. Don't slip back into, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. Turn on a podcast and send out 100 messages and write a bomb life post about why you're doing this business. And that is going to jumpstart you into responding to people, into reminding yourself of why you're doing this, spring your mind into a different mindset, and reach out. Reach out to your sidelines. Reach out to your uplines. Oh my God, I want to go diamond so bad, but it has been a month and a half and I am tired. Say that. We all feel the same way. Like I said at the beginning of the Zoom, we are all so freaking self-involved. We think that it must be harder for us than other people, or, gosh, I don't even know, you guys. What I do know is we're all in this together. Everyone has the same emotions that they go through, even if it's not exactly the same situation or struggle or self-limiting belief. And every single person who's on this Zoom right now, who literally just invested the last 45 minutes of their life, you want this. I don't know why you want this, but you want this. You want Ruby, you want Diamond, you want VIP. So let's go get it. Stop holding yourself back. Stop second guessing yourself. Do all the things as much as possible and trust the process. I love you guys so much. Thank you for letting me pour into you tonight. This gets me so fired up. I'm literally about to hop off and send like 200 messages myself because I'm so ready to take this team VIP. It's not even funny. So I love you guys. I hope you all have a great night. Let me check the chat real quick. We've got Ruby to Emerald, Ruby to Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, Diamond, Ruby, Ruby, Emerald, 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 Diamond. I love it. I can't wait to see every single one of you hit those ranks. And so yeah, pull out your chart, know what you need, do all the things as much as possible, and we will see you. We will see you in January, and we will all be at these ranks. It'll be amazing. Okay. Bye guys. Have a good night.